You're different, bro. Stop trying to be like everybody else. There's many points in my life that I can recall to where I've changed who I am simply because I wanted to fit in with a certain group of people. You want to fit in with other people because you're scared of your own identity. You're scared of what you can become. You're scared of what you can accomplish. So instead, you go for that herd mentality where you can't get hurt. You are different. You are meant for more. You can't allow people and their justifications to dictate how you're going to live your life. What happens is you become less authentic. You choose to go down a path that never aligned with you in the first place. That's why you're so anxious all the time. That's why you're so fearful about the future, because you're not worrying about your future. You're living somebody else's future and controlling their dream. Fix up, bro. But look, this isn't your fault. You might feel like I'm attacking you here, but it's not your fault. What happens is society tells you you need to fit into a particular mesh. You need to become a type of person that conforms to the rules of society because that's a safe way to live. And you might feel that if you go against these sorts of rules and ideals, that you're being a bad person. You're not. You should stick up for who you are continuously and be the person that chooses to be authentic every single day. In the next few minutes, I just want to remind you. I want to remind you that you're different and that you should stop trying to be like everybody else. If you watch these videos, it's because you want financial independence, you want success, you want freedom. But the only way you're going to get to those finalized ideals is if you stop trying to be like useless people. The people that don't want to do anything with their lives, the people that don't go to the gym and look after their body, the people that don't have mental strength and fortitude. That's not you. Hello, I'm Jay and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for your support. Thank you for the comments, likes, and yeah, subscribe if you want more content. I've dumbed down myself for who I wanted to be, my identity, simply because I want to fit into a particular mesh. And an important question to ask yourself on a continuous basis, bro, is, are you trying to please somebody else? Who is it that you're trying to please? Maybe it's your ex-girlfriend, your girlfriend, your family members, or your friends. Why are you allowing them to be the massive focal point of your life? I know what you want. You want success. You want independence. You want to be happy. You want to have relationships that build you, grow you, that don't break you down. You want to have respect and recognition. You want to create something that puts you in a position of power. You want to have savings. You want to be able to say, okay, you know what, bro, pack your bags. We're going to a different country. We're going to enjoy a week or two away in the sun. You want to have mental health that is reliable, not something that flatters itself by the wayside continuously because you're so emotionally unstable. But you're doing it to yourself, bro. You're choosing to live somebody else's life because you're worried that you can't live your own. You know what? There's this one quote and it says, we're often scared of our own potential. And you know what? It took a bit of time for me to truly understand that, because what do you mean I'm scared of my own potential? Why would I be scared of something that's good for me? You don't understand that you're scared of what you truly can become because you're worried that you will lose it all. You worry that people will judge you or people will speak behind your back because you're trying to do something that you want with your life. What is it that you wish to achieve? And what did you hear from the people in the past? Maybe they told you that, you were a bit weird. Maybe they told you that, you're not okay in the head for trying to go for something like that. And a lot of us fear loneliness. And what happens is we don't want to get rejected from the community that we have around us. We don't want to get rejected by the people that claim to care about us. So when they have these objections to the things that we want to do, it's scary. And I understand it's scary because you don't want to be alone. Nobody wants to be alone. But you should be alone if the people around you are not supporting your goals and your dreams. Because you watch these videos because you're a hustler, you're a grower, you want to become something that's worth of value. You don't see value in sitting around doing fuck all day, playing video games or, I don't know, doing something that's not furthering your business. You're selfish. Selfish in the good way, not the bad way. You want to become something that can help your family. You want something that will drive you and give you a sense of purpose. For too long, you've sat down in your own depression and upsetness and feeling lost with no navigation. But now I'm giving you the opportunity to choose yourself. Now I'm giving you the opportunity to tell yourself, wait, no, I'm not going to act a particular way because somebody's told me to or because I want to fit in. Forget all that. We're in 2025 now, and you need to choose yourself over everything else. How are you supposed to help your future wife, your future children, your parents, your friends, if you can't even help yourself? Because you're too busy worrying about how you should become somebody else for the people that are around you. Because you want to fit in, because you want to go to a few parties, because you want to, I don't know, look the same like your friend. Like, that's the most stupidest thing I think I've ever heard. And I used to fall into this trap, so I don't want to be chewing at your ear. I don't want to be chewing at your ear too hard. But I used to fall into this trap myself, thinking that I had to become a specific type of person. But now as I've gotten a bit more old and a bit more mature and a little bit more wise, I'm still a bit stupid. I've understood that I don't care about who you are. I don't care about what you wear. I don't care about what you do, what you eat, or who you're speaking to. I care about myself. And it's not selfishness, it's selflessness. Because whenever I don't choose myself is when I become the worst version of myself. And I'm no help to anybody. And neither will you be, bro. So stop trying to be like everybody else. You're different. I know you're different. The energy and the power that you have inside you is the reason why you're going to become a king. But the only way you can become a king is if you believe that you are a king. So start acting like one. And remember, never forget who you are.